What can I say? It's 2 games in a row he did something like that. I really didn't. I hope so. The first game it wasn't on purpose, but looking back at it, you know what I think. So it's just I don't want to deal with that kind of players.
So I'm going to start this video by doing something that I don't usually do, and that something is reading 2 tweets from Marcus Morris. These tweets came August 25th. These tweets came following the accusations that Marcus Morris intentionally tried to hurt Luka Doncic by messing with his ankle, stepping on it, or whatever. Marcus Morris comes out, he tweets, "I play this game with a level of respect for myself and others. To think I would try to injure somebody is crazy to me. 10 years going against the best. I stand on morals and hard work. I compete and leave it out there every game. Basketball has never been that serious to try to hurt somebody. I'm not apologizing for anything because I know what I put into this game day in and day out. It was a mistake, deal with it. Competing is why I play." Now, over the last decade, ever since the existence of basketball, ever since I've known basketball as a thing, I've enjoyed players that play hard. I've enjoyed players that other people may not like. I enjoy players that annoy players, that get after players. But I draw the line at when players try to injure other players. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what Marcus Morris had set out to do, but as I said in my last video, the evidence is starting to stack up and things really aren't looking so good. It's becoming hard to give a guy like Marcus Morris the benefit of the doubt. Doc Rivers said that Marcus got ejected because Marcus was Marcus. But throughout the entire series, the Clippers seemed like they had set out to rough up Luka Doncic. Game 1, Morris grabs Luka around the neck. Kristaps ends up getting ejected. Game 5, Marcus Morris seemingly goes to press Luka Doncic. And during the press, he has a long step which seems like it was aimed at Luka's ankle. Game 6, Marcus Morris simply loses his cool. Not only does he hit Luka Doncic in the face, but he tries to cut him off and stick his leg in front of his leg, which could have ended very poorly. Look, I love competition. There's a reason Jimmy Butler is my favorite player in the National Basketball Association. He plays hard, but he plays right, and he's going to get the best out of you. I remember there was a running period where everybody hated Draymond, myself included, being a Pelicans fan. The Warriors always owned us for whatever reason. I guess they absolutely owned everybody, but for us, it felt different. What I'm trying to get at is I enjoy Draymond's game, but when the kicks and questionable plays started to add up, I no longer looked at Draymond in the same way. Before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss another GETLIKECOOP video. And that's facts. Also, be sure to follow my Twitch and subscribe to my other channels. The links are in the description below, but only if you like those channels. Look, who doesn't love a competitive playoff series? But when people start putting people's health on the line, I think that's when things really start to become a problem. Because I mean, we've seen so many great careers derailed due to injury. And even if it's early in a player's career, you really don't want to see these injuries happen. Everybody wants the bad boy Pistons style of basketball to return so bad. Well, let me tell you, you got a decade's worth of footage you could watch that is from the 90s. The times are different, basketball is different, the game is evolving. You gotta evolve with it. I mean, was anybody really having fun watching Zaza take the floor and try to take other players out of series? I really didn't think so, and if you did, then you have a different mindset. Imagine Zaza or whoever is trying to hurt one of your star players, and all of a sudden, your team is now struggling because your star player is out. Basketball is simply not as enjoyable because, you know, one of your favorite players is out. Or better yet, imagine it's you. That would suck, wouldn't it? So while I've been talking, I've been playing in the background some clips of Marcus Morris. And some of these clips I played, they're questionable to say the least. And a lot of them, there's just no need for stuff like that. So the clip I played earlier that involved Luka Doncic in the interview, it's relevant because Marcus Morris saw the interview, or he saw the quote more or less from Luka Doncic, and he took to IG to say, "Cry me a river." Clips in 6. Now look, I like Morris's game, and I love an NBA villain as much as the next person. That's why I had liked Patrick Beverley for so long. But once I really saw some of the dirty plays that he was making, consider me a Pat Bev fan no more. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people complain in the past that the NBA, everybody is friends and there's no beef and we don't have drama like we used to. But this past season, I've seen some of the craziest drama I think I've ever seen. Let me know down in the comments, do you think Morris is taking things too far? Or is everybody overreacting to his actions and there's nothing to worry about? With whoever the Clippers face in the next round, I think that series will be very telling. Be sure to click the video on the screen. Be sure to subscribe. I'm GETLIKECOOP, and I'm out.